Ethereum against BTC. This is Ethereum against BTC. We are in a falling channel. I think this is a wave C completion. Once we're done with wave C, very likely we'll zip up, maybe D, E, and then pump. We hit higher, right? We still have our target over here at 0.055. It's a hard target that we've gotten since 13th of February. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And yeah, we're still sticking to our target at 0.055. I still think we're hitting potentially lower for ETH BTC, right? If we hit the resistance line again and again and again, skinny pink line comes down, we break the skinny pink line with big volume, big violent candlesticks, big dildo over here, and that will be awesome. More likely than not, we will be completing a wave D. Hopefully we get an E and then pump. That's it. We blast off. Hopefully. But again, we're not entirely sure yet. All we know is that there is that bullish possibility for Ethereum to start heading higher, right? For ETH BTC. From here, ETH USDT. Okay, ETH USDT. Okay, let me just tell you. For ETH USD, right? The bullish signal just came in. But again, there's also bearish information around. So you see, that's why there's mixed signals. So we're not entirely sure how to make of it. Anyway, if you look at ETH against USD, right? Every time we rally, we get pulled down. Rally, we get pulled down, right? There are already two mountains over here. We are anticipating a third mountain to appear for ETH to drop lower. But will we get it? We don't know. We don't know. There's a lot of, again, mixed signals, right? But again, if you were to shift over to the weekly, you will see that this is actually a hammer, right? It's what you call a weekly hammer. Ta-da! So usually when you see a weekly hammer, this means that it's a bullish reversal, right? The trend, if you zip down to the daily, you will see it. The trend on the short term, right, was down, and suddenly, boom, it pushed up, right? Again, to be honest, this is also a hammer. Hammer on the daily, hammer on the weekly. So this is a dual time frame hammer. Daily and weekly. You should put M%. Or just put DW. Okay, just put DW. Easy. So this is a strong hammer because it's on 2 time frames, weekly and daily. Again, over here, let me just show you. Magic. Absolute magic if you zoom into the smaller time frames, right? This is a hammer as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a hammer here. Right, the low of the hammer was about 1,005. Right now we are at 1,007. Right? If the selling pressure doesn't come in, very likely you're gonna see Ethereum go back to 2,000. Very likely 2,000 will be the next target for us to break higher. Right. Okay, let's zip down to the daily. Yeah. So you see that when you see bullish reversal, this is a signal for go. It's go time. It's go time, boys and girls. It's go time. For me, this is actually go time. But at the same time, you look over here, it's a rising channel. Rising channels break lower. You see that? We still have our 666 target, which we acquired a long time ago in September 2022. More than a year ago, we have this target. Right. Does this look bullish? No, it doesn't. It doesn't look bullish at all. Right. This is a rising channel. This is not a falling channel. Falling channels break higher, right? It's not. It's a rising channel. Oh my god. So, yeah, here we are. There's a dilemma here. I mean, of course, if you want to take things one step at a time, sure, you can argue that this was a symmetrical. You can also argue that we could be getting an inverse head and shoulders over here if we were to hit to 2,000, right? Very likely this is going to be an inverse head and shoulders, and then we break higher, right? But I would love to see buying pressure first. Hit towards the resistance line, consolidate a little bit, and then pump. We hit higher. Next stop, 3,000, right? And you just keep going higher and higher and higher, and the moment you take out the right shoulder over here, I'll consider this whole thing invalidated, right? This whole thing is gone. The bearishness of the thing is gone. But the condition is we have to go to 3,006. So if you want to wait to 3,006 before you make a move, no, that's not right. I mean, you don't want to be the 90%, right? You want to be the 10%. You want to be in early. But at the same time, let's this target over here. So do you make a move here? Let's take a right higher. Again, This is up to you. This is up to you. But again, we still have our target here at 666. We still remain loyal to our target. We're aware of things flipping bullish, right? Once big buying pressure coming in, yeah, we could just start flipping bullish and form a very nice inverse head and shoulders. I'm expecting an inverse head and shoulders if we start turning bullish, right? And this is a very slow crawl up. So even if you get an inverse head and shoulders, I suspect that this could also be a very slow crawl up. Maybe we rise a little bit, and then we have a very deep retrace. Maybe get a symmetrical again, and then we rise again. After the dip a little bit, we get an ascending triangle, right? And after that, we rise again. Yeah, and we just keep doing something like this. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. So yeah, but we're taking things one step at a time. We're not entirely sure yet, right? Even over here as well. You see here, when we rose over here, there was a retrace, and we're out, right? Very slow crawl up, symmetrical triangle up, right? We got a falling channel, we rose up. We got a symmetrical triangle again, A, B, C, D, E. If you zoom into the small time frames, you'll be able to see it. Again, we got ourselves a inverse head and shoulders. You see this? Inverse head and shoulders. What happened? We zipped up, right? And that's it. Sayonara, bitches. We're out. And we never came back down, right? How would you tell if the trend has really flipped bullish? Yeah, we are both the skinny pink line, and you just don't come back down, right? So what do? Do you wait until we take out these highs, right? Do you want to wait? Again, this was the kind of descending, right? Do you want to wait until, let's say, for example, this is the high here, 520, right? Do you want to wait for 520 first before making a move? Wouldn't it be awesome if you got in, let's say, somewhere around here, right? Maybe by the time it crossed the skinny pink line, retested, rose higher, again, we got an inverse head and shoulders. Wouldn't it be awesome if, let's say, we made an entry over here, let's say at 250, right? Would be awesome, right? Yeah, not too early and also not too late. This is, I would say, just nice, right? And then yeah, you take the elevator right up to the 100th floor. So again, we're kind of mucking around the skinny pink line. So it's like, hey, yo, bro, what's happening? Just look at the FBDC pair. I think the FBDC pair will paint a nicer picture. Why? There's a very nice symmetrical over here. So I'm anticipating this symmetrical triangle to eventually break resistance. I think once the resistance is break, you can translate it back into the ETH/USD pair, and then you can make moves based on that. But of course, this is you're gonna need some. You're gonna have attention to detail, right? Because if Bitcoin is rising faster than Ethereum, then you're gonna see Ethereum FBDC drop. So it's a little bit tricky, but after a while you get a hang of it. You can still buy on the USD pair instead of shifting over BDC to Ethereum, right? But this looks to me like a symmetrical. And I think that if and when the breakout occurs, this is going to be glorious for Ethereum. So we'll see how it goes. We still have a 0.055 target. So after we hit it, then maybe, yeah, something like this. Maybe. Or we could just hit it. Hit the resistance, break resistance, consolidate, breakout. Something like that. So again, we'll take things one step at a time. We're not completely certain yet if there is going to be a little bit more downside or this is already it, right? But for ETH/USD, the signal is here, right? There's already a hammer on the monthly. So you rarely get this kind of a signal for Ethereum, and it's here.